I am at Lynfield Cove. I'm about to walk the Waikōwhai Walkway. There's a version of this on all trails, 7.5 kilometres. Takes 2 hours on average apparently. But I'm going to do the official Auckland City Council version because I want to get all the way to Onehunga, because I got a bus here and walked, and I'm going to catch a bus after some walking at the far end. So this is going to be, well, the official Auckland version says 10 kilometres 5 hours, which is a ridiculous amount of time for 10 kilometres of urban coastal walking. The walk is, there is a low tide version, which I'm not going to do, and a high tide version which takes you through reserves and probably urban linking streets. So that's the version I'm going to do. Low tide at the moment, but I'm going to go up through the reserves and see what they're like. I've never been to this area before, so I'm thinking it could be quite enjoyable. It's a beautiful winter's morning, so right off the bat, maybe it's more up and down than I expect. We'll see. Right, my phone tells me I'm in Mount Roskill at the moment, at the beginning of the walk. So that's the western, what did we say, inner suburbs? I imagine we were. Western, sort of central part of Auckland. There's a lot of down in this bit. I think that would mean a lot of up later. Thank you to the family of Lynfield, because I have a lovely spot to sit. I am looking out towards Green Bay, Titirangi Langholm, I think it said, and the Waitaku Ranges, and obscured by these trees. It's the Manukau Harbour hills, etc. I'm sure I'll get a view of those soon. It looks lovely. I haven't come very far actually, although I'm puffing and panting because it's been all up and down, I think I said. But that said, it's in Himalaya Reserve, and from now here I have to check my map again because I'm a little bit unsure about which way to go, but I am about there. I started there, I'm about there, and I am going all the way over to there, Onehunga Foreshore. Manukau domain. Still haven't got far, just here, but it looks like a good chunk of the rest should be reserves, which would be rather nice. Just came along the street, so I'll show you as I go. Well, that was worth all the steps. I've made it to Wattle Bay. Oh, Training Club. Used to study their map. I could do that, but I failed to bring it with me. Oh well. Anyway, Wattle Bay is quite pretty, very tidy, That looks like it might be a bit swampy in there. The tide is still out. I definitely could have done the low tide option, but this has been really interesting. And good exercise for me. So that's probably the Manukau heads sort of out in that general direction ahead of us. The harbour. Little boardwalk. Okay, about to leave Wattle Bay. So, now I'm heading this way. This part of the track looks like it's been washed down the hill. It's a bit a slippery clay. I think maybe there were some steps or something here at some point. Anyway, I can make my way slowly across. And over to that area in the middle of the screen. Okay, the section from Wattle Bay to Cape Horn Road is not like the others. It's really washed out and slippery and slidey and a bit of an adventure. I'm going to take this one slowly as well. Wish me luck. And there lies the low tide boat, and 10 more minutes of adventure to Cape Horn Road this way. The lookout track near Cape Horn Road is closed due to slips. So I'm going to go up, keep going to Cape Horn Road. That way. Waikōwhai Park is down there somewhere. I've got even more steps though to get down to it. So, I found a fallen tree to take a moment and take a photo. Very comfy. This came from there, and at the top of that set of stairs I met a gentleman who told me the previous section that it was washed out, and that first muddy, slippery, slidey bit had a bridge over it. He said people keep removing the "don't come this way, it's closed" signs. Oops. No. And the Waikōwhai Reserve. Just past the turn off to the beach. But I favour heading this way and seeing if I can find a coffee spot. So we'll see what I find. Okay, I'm at Waikōwhai Park. I started over here in Lynfield Cove, walked all the way along here. There's the bit that was apparently closed, and now I'm here. So, according to this map, less than halfway. Maybe the council was right. And it might take me a gazillion hours, but we will see. So far I'm still enjoying it. So, but I am going to stop somewhere nice and have my picnic lunch soon. Ooh, maybe over there. Stopped to have my picnic lunch at Waikōwhai Park, and I have a gorgeous view hopefully I can do it justice, of my destination today, way over there. I have, according to my watch, walked 7.5 kilometres so far. Some of that will have been getting from the bus to Lynfield Cove. Just leaving Waikōwhai Park now and heading to, I think it's Wesley Bay. This is pretty. Yes, Wesley Bay. Well, the track to Hillsborough Road is closed, so looks like I'm going to try the Wesley Bay Walkway and we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure which bay I'm in. I will make a note of that when I figure it out. Across from me, a lovely set of stairs are visible, so that's where I'm heading next. Still a beautiful, beautiful day. I am so lucky. Pretty. Another part of the route is closed, probably due to slips. So, I think I'm taking a road route. We'll see how it goes. 2 reserves are closed, so I'm going to make it my way through the streets to the Hillsborough Reserve and continue walkway from there. Okay, my grumble for the day is these track closed signs at the top of the track rather than the top of the hill. I mean, hang on, does that make sense? Okay, I came down from a sign that said go this way to get to the track, and there was no sign up there saying but don't bother because it's closed. So now I'm going to make my way back up the hill and look at my map and see what my other options are. Okay, I am not up the hill yet. I'm back to where there were signs that said head this way to the walkway or go the other way to the cemetery. And I found the cemetery, but it is very up, so it's going to take me a minute. And when I get up to the top, I will find somewhere quiet to sit. Shouldn't be hard, the neighbours are quiet, and reevaluate. There's a substantial cemetery here at Hillsborough with spectacular views, but what I have spotted and most interested in at this moment is a seat and a map, and I'm going to take advantage of both and the fine weather and sit for a few minutes and figure out my next move. Okay, I came in around about there, walked up a million miles and was heading down here to Granny's Bay when I got to the following, can't go any further sign. So I've come back up here. I think my next move is probably to go over here to the Belfast Reserve and maybe down to Frederick Street. I think that's what I'll do. There's a snapshot of this section there. Oh right, just consulted Google Maps, and Belfast Reserve, which was going to be the next lovely green space, is also closed. So I am going to be doing a sort of 40-minute road walk, Hillsborough Road, and then maybe Goodall or Belfast Street to Frederick Street, to get to Onehunga. Well, I'll show you the highlights along the way. I'll show you if there's anything pretty to see, but otherwise this is just about the end of my walk, and my watch has died, so I'll have to have a look and see just how far I have walked, and put it up on the screen for you. Okay, that is the Onehunga Bay Reserve, and the water that you can see is Te Tauranga. And I now head to the bus up another hill. Show you if there's anything remarkable, but I have low expectations because it's all urban streets now.